Hi, good morning grade 11 student. Today we are going to start the second part of this unit, reactions of aldehydes and ketones. Before going to start the reactions, we must know about the reactivity of carbonyl compounds. So our first topic today, reactivity of carbonyl compounds. The carbonyl compound means carbon connected by double bonded with oxygen of the carbonyl group is highly polarized due to oxygen atom being more electronegativity. So here highly polarized mean we can split up this carbonyl carbon partial positive here and oxygen partial negative. So when any compound split up into partial positive and negative, we call polar compound. So here electronegativity of oxygen is greater than carbon. That's why the partial negative charge on oxygen and partial positive charge on carbon atom. This causes the slightly positive carbon atom to be susceptible to a nucleophilic attacks. Nucleophiles are something that carries a negative charge. What is nucleophile? First here, before we study in the previous unit electrophile. Electrophile means positive species. Here we are going to study nucleophiles. And nucleophiles are something that carries a negative charge like Cl negative, Cn negative, OH negative. So some things that carries a negative charge we call nucleophiles, and therefore a carbonyl compounds will undergo nucleophilic addition. Nucleophilic addition means we are going to add negative charge species there. We are going to add negative charge species on carbonyl carbon. That's why we call nucleophilic addition reaction. So when you are going to use nucleophile in a chemical reaction, addition of nucleophiles is known as nucleophilic addition reaction. Now, summary of the reaction of carbonyl compounds undergoes means we are going to study first is reduction, then oxidation and reaction with hydrogen cyanide. Reduction means addition of hydrogen and removal of oxygen. We studied also before. Again I am going to define what is reduction. Removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen we call reduction. So in chemical reaction we need a specific reagent for reduction. So here the reagent is lithium tetrahydroaluminate, lithium aluminum hydride, you can also call, or sodium borohydrate. Conditions for lithium aluminum hydride in dry ether, mean dry ether is a solvent we add first lithium aluminum hydride in dry ether, then we will use in a chemical reactions, or for NaBH4 in aqueous alcoholic solution, mean we will add in alcoholic solution. Now what is the product? If you are going to use aldehyde, you will get the primary alcohol. If you are going to use for ketones, you will get secondary alcohol, as we did preparation of aldehyde and ketone. There we oxidize, now we will reduce. So these the condition, reagent and product. When you look at this equation, when you use these two, we call acting as a reducing reagent as well as providing the nucleophile. So what is the function of lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride? They will act as a reducing agent, mean they will help to reduce the substance, and they also responsible to produce a nucleophile. This is a redox reaction as well as nucleophilic addition reaction. Why we call redox reaction? Because oxidation and reduction both take place here. So this is about first lithium aluminum hydride, and this is about sodium borohydride. See here in this equation, point number 3, for aldehyde, primary alcohols are formed upon reduction. Again, reduction means removal of oxygen, addition of hydrogen. Take ethanol as an example. This one ethanol, because we have two carbon, carbon 1 and carbon 2, CH3CHO, aldehyde plus 2 hydrogen. These 2 hydrogen from where? These 2 hydrogen mean addition of hydrogen. We are going to add hydrogen here and with this carbonyl carbon. So we are going to add hydrogen. This will comes from lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride. So see here how many hydrogen? We have 2 hydrogen. We are going to add 1 with oxygen and we will finish this pi bond, and another hydrogen we will add here. So addition of hydrogen, you can see CH3CH, this will be remain same this line, but the reaction take place on carbonyl carbon, carbon and oxygen. So we will remove from here this pi bond and we will add hydrogen, and another hydrogen we will add here to complete the valency of carbon, because we have 2 hydrogen. One we will add with oxygen and another one with carbon. So CH3, CH2 and OH, CH3, CH2 and OH, because with this carbon we have 2 hydrogen, so we can call this is primary alcohol. So what will happen when you are going to use aldehyde for reduction? Aldehyde will change into primary alcohol. Now for ketones, secondary alcohols are formed upon reduction. Take a propanone as an example. CH3, C double bond O and CH3. We have 3 carbon, 1, 2 and 3, and these 3 carbon we call propanone. Plus again addition of hydrogen, because this reaction is reduction, so reduction we call addition of hydrogen. When we are going to add hydrogen with the carbonyl carbon, same like aldehyde, look here, we will add 1 hydrogen with oxygen, 1 with carbon to complete the valency, but here the situation is different as compared to aldehyde. CH3, C, OH and then H, then CH3. CH3, CH, CH3. It's in both sides carbon atom, and with the carbon connected with the hydroxyl group having only 1 hydrogen. If only 1 hydrogen, we call secondary alcohol. So addition of hydrogen with aldehyde or with ketones we call reduction. What we call reduction of aldehyde. Now note, due to the reactivity of lithium aluminum hydride, it cannot be used in the presence of water or alcohol. It must be carried out in a solution in a carefully dried ether such as ethoxy, ethane, diethyl ether. So we are going to increase the reactivity. We will not dissolve this compound in water or in alcohol. We will use a dry ether. But if you are going to use sodium borohydride, then we can use alcohol. This is all about the reduction and the reactivity of aldehyde and ketones by using carbonyl carbon. So next lesson inshallah we will start another reaction, oxidation.